For the cheapest coins with fast delivery and quick customer support, check out my sponsor, Red Zone Coins, and use code SWIFT at checkout for 20% off.
So Swift family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 20 video on the channel. And in today's video, we are going over how you can get 2 free 96 overall players or a 96 overall Super Bowl Master card. This is a really easy method and definitely a method you guys absolutely need to be taking advantage of. I'm also going to go over the best 96s to pick because you're actually going to earn fantasy packs. As well, the final thing we're doing is talking about the fastest way to get these 96s. So there's a bunch of stuff to cover in today's video. Hopefully it is really helpful. All I ask of you guys in return for this fire content is to drop a like down below. It would be greatly appreciated. And if you have any Madden related questions, be sure to comment them down below in the comment section. I reply to any comments within the first 30 minutes. Gotta show love to my notification gang. And just to show even more love to Noti gang, first 2 people to comment first down below are going to be getting 25,000 coins, let's say. So shout out to you guys who are on the videos really quickly. It is much appreciated. If you want to join notification gang, 2 simple steps. Scroll down, click that sub button, click the bell icon as well. You'll never miss one of my videos. That way you'll be up to date with getting all of, let's say, free players on your team, coin methods, some gameplays, basically just any great Madden 20 stuff that you want to learn. It'll probably be on this channel. So without further ado, let's get started off and let's talk about the first method of getting free 96s. So the first method is something I've actually talked about before. I'm just going to gloss over it really quickly in case you guys weren't there for that video. So all you basically need to do to get your first 96 overall card is complete this Super Bowl present hero set. The Super Bowl present hero set is going to require 6 tickets. These tickets are pretty easy to gain. I'll show you guys exactly what you need to do to get them. But yeah, 6 tickets right here is going to allow you to earn a 96 overall Super Bowl present hero of your choosing. Let's come into the solo challenges and show you guys exactly how you get these tickets. It's really easy to get them, but I'm going to go over actually the best solos to be doing to get the tickets fast, because there's a bunch of different solos you guys can pick. So we're going to make sure you guys are doing the right ones and not wasting your time on some really time-consuming ones. So as you can see in the Super Bowl solo section right here, you're going to need 178 stars to get the 6 tickets required to get the set done. So in my opinion, the fastest way to get your stars and get those tickets is to start off with these 2 solos right here. The path to the Super Bowl for the Chiefs and the path to the Super Bowl for the 49ers are hands down the fastest ones to do. So start off with those. Those are easily the best ones to do. And then if you need more stars, I would recommend going through the greatest comebacks never. Those are pretty quick. The history of the Super Bowl and the what ifs are relatively long games. And then the Super Bowl LIV right here, Super Bowl 54 solo, is just literally a full game. So not worth it at all. I'm showing you guys the fastest ones to do, and the fastest ones are definitely these 2. These ones are just moments, usually like throw for a touchdown on like your first play or something like that. Like they're pretty quick, to be honest with you. So these ones are definitely the move to get started off with and get your tickets. So once you have the tickets, put them into the set and then get the pack. I'll go over the best player to pick from that pack in just a second, but let's go into the second way you can actually get another free 96, because you can get 2 96s, and this is actually something they just released into the game today. So EA did release a new house rules into the game. I forget what it's called, but I'm going to go over right here into the missions tab so you guys can see exactly what you're going to need. But it's called the played out house rules, and essentially how this works is you basically play a full game, but there's a couple exceptions. The first one is that you can't call a play more than twice. Once you do, it'll literally be locked and you can't call it. The second thing is once you call a play, you have to wait 5 plays before you can call it again. So the goal of this house rules is to get a bunch of variety, experience new plays in the game, which is honestly a pretty fun thing to do. I don't mind it. I already have 3 wins, but essentially you need to get to 25 wins in a week. So you have plenty of time to get your wins, and then you're going to be able to get another 96 overall player. These could be some of the best players on your guys' teams. I know a lot of you guys are sitting at around 90s or something like that. So these 96s should be great all-stars to put onto your team. And I'll show you guys the best ones to pick here in just a second. But let's just go over a couple house rules tips. In my opinion, I'm using all my best plays at the start of the game. I know it sounds a little counterintuitive, but in my opinion, for house rules, most people, including myself, don't like to play these games all the way out. I usually quit after the first quarter, or try and force a rage quit after the first quarter. So using my best plays is gonna give me the best chance to get up by like a touchdown or 2 touchdowns. And if you can get up by 2 touchdowns, your opponent's gonna quit the majority of the time, and then you're not gonna have to play that full game out. Because you have to play if you have to play 25 full games out, that's going to take quite a while. But let's say you only play to the end of the first quarter and you only win half of your games. That's going to be even shorter than just playing 25 full games and winning all 25 games, which is unrealistic in the first place to win all 25, but having to play all 25 and using like weird plays and throwing a bunch of picks because you don't know it, and then maybe winning by a touchdown at the end is really time consuming. So if you guys want to just mess around, you can do that. But if you're trying to get some wins pretty quickly, which I would recommend you do, get some of the wins pretty quick. You can mess around for some of the other ones. It is still fun just calling random plays. But if you want to get some of the wins quick, I'd recommend using your best plays and trying to force rage quits from your opponent. Now let's come into the store and let's talk about the best players to be selecting. And this is kind of like building on the last aspect. I'm kind of gonna go through it all sequentially. So we're starting off with getting the free cards. Now I'm gonna talk about the best ones to pick, and then at the end of the video I'll show you guys how you can actually get a free 96 overall Super Bowl master, something I'm really excited to share with you guys and actually do on my account when I do get my other 96, which of course I don't have yet. But with your 96 and 97, we're gonna filter it down by the Super Bowl present, and I'm gonna go over the best cards to be picking out of all of these options. So starting it off with Kyle Juszczyk and Raheem Mostert. These are 2 cards that I am not a fan of at all. You don't really need a 96 overall fullback, so Kyle's kind of just out of the question. Sorry there, buddy. But then Raheem Mostert right here is 96 overall. He does have great speed at 96, but otherwise, it's just really not there. And the 90 carrying is pretty low. He's going to fumble quite a bit. He doesn't have really great stats other than the speed, which I know the speed is really tempting, but 96 speed isn't even really that crazy when you think about it. There's other cards that you can like power up. Let's say you find a card that has like 94 speed. If you power that card up and put Brawler on him, bang, he's already at 97, just like that. So it's that easy to get speed up, and unfortunately Mostert can't get powered up. So in my opinion, he's not really worth it. Same thing with Kyle Juszczyk. Now, DeForest Buckner is a card that I really like. DeForest Buckner and Chris Jones are 2 of my favorite cards in here. If we take a look at Buckner's stats, you'll see that he's got pretty solid stuff across the board. 97 finesse move, 91 block shed. 87 power move isn't great, but he's got the finesse, so that's fine. He's going to have 88 strength and 93 play rec. I actually have the 91 Buckner powered up, so I'm probably going to be putting his 96 into my power up, and he's going to end up with some really good stats. Then Sammy Watkins right here is going to be sitting at 93 speed, 92 short, 93 medium, 92 deep, as well as some great catching stats across the board. This Sammy Watkins is a really good card. Mitchell Schwartz, not really a huge fan of him just because the run blocking is super low. He's got great pass block, but terrible run block. I'd rather someone that's more balanced across the board with like 92s across the board, let's say. So Mitchell's not a great selection in my opinion. And then Chris Jones, like I said, is another really good pick. If we look at his stats, he's going to have 95 power move, 88 block shed, 87 finesse. So he's basically the exact same card as Buckner. The only difference is he's going to have a little less block shedding, and instead of having the good finesse move, he's going to have good power move. So if I'm ranking these cards for your best ones to pick, the best one's probably Buckner in my opinion. He's got better block shedding and better finesse move than Chris Jones has power move, if you guys know what I'm saying. Then Sammy Watkins is probably the second best one. The third best one is probably going to be Chris Jones. So yeah, that's basically what I would recommend in terms of picking these players. Definitely, if you need a good receiver, go with Sammy Watkins. If your team is really not that good, maybe offensive line and defensive line isn't going to be super helpful. So Sammy Watkins is a really good pick if you need a new receiver. He's got really good stats, to be honest with you guys. So that's basically what I would do in terms of picking. But let's move in to the final aspect and talk about how you can get a free 97 overall. This is something I'm really excited to do on my account. And essentially all we're going to be doing is completing a Super Bowl present set for literally whichever card you guys want. If you want Richard Sherman, just be sure to pick the 2 players that are going to go into a set. So when you get your fantasy pack, pick a 49ers card. Actually, both times when you get your fantasy pack, pick a 49ers card both times. So let's say, for example, I wanted this Sherman and I picked Buckner and Mostert from my pack. That means I still need to buy Juszczyk. We'll take a look at his price right here. We're going to have to spend 300,000 coins on him. If you guys don't have 300k, watch my coin methods. You can get your coins up there really easily. Do those predictor solos. That's going to probably earn you about 150k. So those are things you guys should be doing to get the coins up. 300k isn't too hard to get, so you guys can get up to there watching my videos. So I'm just going to assume you guys already have a little bit in the bank. So we're going to need to buy Kyle Juszczyk to do this method. I know that 300k is a decent amount, but hopefully you guys can get up to that. So we buy Kyle Juszczyk, put him into the set. We have these other two players that we're going to have to put into the set as well, right? Because we need to get our Sherman. So we put those two cards into the set, but we got them for free from our fantasy pack. So now we have Richard Sherman, and we get all three of these players back as NAT cards. So we're going to keep Richard Sherman because we want him, right? We want to keep Richard Sherman on the squad. He's a really good player. We also have these three NAT cards in our binder now. What are we going to do with them? Essentially, what you're going to do is you're going to quick sell two of the cards that you don't want. So in my opinion, I probably would end up quick selling out of all those players right there. I would quick sell the Juszczyk and the Mostert. We're going to quick sell both of those cards, and that's going to give us 36,000 training. The reasoning for that is 36,000 training is how much the cards usually goes for, but since they're not, they only go for half of that. So we quick sell two of them, we get back to 36,000 training, and then we open up one of these 96 overall Super Bowl present heroes, sell the card, the cards all go for 300,000 coins, and that's going to pay back for our Kyle Juszczyk. Plus, we're going to end up with a free Richard Sherman out of doing this method, as well as one of our NAT cards back as well. So this is an absolute must method for you guys. So I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to pick Buckner with one of mine and then pick Mostert. Then what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to put the, I'm going to buy the Juszczyk. I'm literally going to do exactly what I showed in this video and end up with Richard Sherman as well as Buckner as a nat on my team for literally almost no coins. If you wanted to do this as a coin making method, you could as well. You could get both of the cards and then put them into the set and then sell the Richard Sherman. That's not a bad idea at all. But yeah, that's essentially going to do it for the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Definitely be sure to do these methods. Let me know how well they work for you. And yeah, if you've made it to the end of the video, you haven't hit like yet, be sure to do that down below. And until next time, fellas, I'm out. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.
It means no worry.